Good afternoon, everyone here and everyone on the Zoom call as well. Welcome to the pre-match press conference ahead of our game against East Bengal tomorrow, and also Coach Peter Kratky's first open press conference with the media. He's joined by Rostyn Griffiths as well today. We'll have a hybrid setting for today's press conference. We have some members of the media here with us physically, as well as you guys joining on the Zoom call. The process remains the same as always. If those of you on the call have a question, please put your names in the chat box. Once I take your name, you can ask your question. Coach, I just want to start off with a simple. So first time in Mumbai, first game in Mumbai. What are your thoughts? How excited are you?
Again, I'm excited to see the stadium, to see the fans on the stadium, and hopefully we'll play good football and win. So really happy and didn't see too much around surrounding because being in a hotel and meeting players and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to play tomorrow.
Good. Just to start you off as well. 2 tough away games on the road, 2 clean sheets though. Just what's the mentality coming into this 2 very important home games now?
Yeah, it's almost like tournament football at the moment with 4 games every 4 days. You know, kind of that's how it feels. And the 2, from a defensive point of view, the 2 clean sheets have been really important because we've probably been conceding some sloppy goals this season, and we know we've got goals in us. Disappointed, obviously, to draw last week, but again, I think a lot of teams are going to go to Goa and probably struggle. It's not an easy place to go, so it's probably a good point looking back. But East Bengal again, they found form. They've scored a few goals themselves. They've got some dangerous players, and excited to be back home in Mumbai, to be honest with you, because it feels like we haven't played there for ages.
That's true. Coming back home after 45 days, we'll open up the questions to the media. Again, if you have any questions, please put your names in the chat box, and we'll ask. Just wait for a second for names to come in.
Do you have a question?
You have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, go for it.
Coach Peter, welcome to Aamchi city, Aamchi, Mumbai. The first training session, how's the training session been so far in Mumbai, especially the weather is different, where you came from Goa to now Mumbai. What's the condition here, and with the training with the players as of now in Mumbai?
Look, training was very good. Pitch is good, players have good attitude and they try to do their best. So it was really, really good training session yesterday. So it's a bit different than in Goa, but glad to see home ground where we can train. And was very impressed quality of the grass as well and the facilities. It's really good. So all went well yesterday. Players are good. Everything looks good. So yeah, very, very positive so far.
Shyam, do you have a follow-up? Okay. Coach, just your initial impressions on the ISL. You already have 1 game under your belt now. What is your impression of the league? The players here, not just our players, but the league in general?
Look, as I said previously, it's really, really similar to Australia. Okay, there is some certain differences, but that's normal. But again, was very impressed, especially with our team. Because obviously I saw a lot of videos, but didn't see them play live, where you get some feelings. What is this group all about? So I was very impressed of how they want to work. Okay, how they want to play football. And they set really high standards of attitude and behaviors on the pitch, and now I'm expecting just to do on every game. So been very impressed, and I have good feelings about this league and this season.
You worked with Peter before, you've known him, you've worked with him at close quarters. What are your impressions of him? And as a player and a playing group, how do players generally react to a change in the coaching staff in the middle of the season?
Yeah, I think he actually came in at almost a perfect time, probably just after we finished our Champions League. He came in with fresh eyes and a fresh energy. As good as the Champions League was for our club, it also took the wind out of our sails at times when we weren't picking up results. So a new coach coming in and already pointed out a few things that I think he's found that we need to improve. And it's good because, you can get complacent a little bit, or you can get, probably complacent's the best word. And he comes in and sees things that we need to work on and improve. And already in a few training sessions and even in 1 game, I thought we improved those things, by 50% probably. So if we can build on that throughout the rest of the season, I think we can be really positive for us. But working with the coach before, he's really good with young players, and I think that's beneficial for our group because we've got a young squad. And he's got a really good eye for detail in terms of coaching. So I think it's only going to benefit us in the long term. And I think from the fans' point of view, it's an exciting period.
Coach, question coming in from Ratan Basu from News 18 from the call. The ISL is the focus now. So what targets have you set personally for yourself in terms of league positions or any league targets that you may have set for your first season here?
I'm always the highest targets. I'm not here to be here. We want to perform, we want to win. So my targets is the highest always. How many games we can win, we can. So the top position, it's my target. It's always the highest. So I will never limit myself or this is okay. No, we always can do better. So the highest targets and the highest dreams, it's always where I am.
Aniket Datta has a question for you, Coach. Do you think Mumbai City will have an upper hand on tomorrow's opposition, East Bengal, since they have not been very consistent in the league this season?
Look, I always respect opposition, and we have to never underestimate anyone. Okay, so this is always my attitude. Where I'll be honest, I don't care who I play against. We have to do our best every single game. So we have to make sure the players are switch on, staff is switch on, because again, I never underestimate. Always respect the opposition, but we have to every day. If we do our best and follow our game styles and work hard, I have faith in the group where they can deliver.
Following up, the team now has a tight schedule in December, a game every 4 days. Will those 2 clean sheets now away from home boost the motivation for the players to sort of go on, kick on, and with the rest of the matches for this month?
Look, every little success like that, it's a boost for all of us. Okay, so there was really positive things going forward. Again, as Rostyn said before, there is areas what we need to improve, and when we improve that, we will be more danger even going forward, and also defensively on different defensive phase. But I don't think there will be any changes too much because again the positives are there. Maybe personal changes because obviously it's tight schedule. So we have to be really strategic what we will do about that. But again, I'm very happy at the moment.
Okay. A question coming in from ESPN India, Anirudh Menon. As a coach, what is the most challenging aspect of joining a club mid-season, and what's the most exciting part of this particular job?
I think the most challenging is that people has to know you, what you are all about. So I think that's time to, if they, you always come to the new environment and who you are, where you come from, what you stand for. So that time, that period, it's always the crucial one. But if you do your best and you stand for the right things, there is no problems. So this is I think the hardest part for our coaches if we come new environment. But again, the advantage of City Group, we know how we want to play. That's not going to change. We just need to do better. And exciting time. What I see, it's there is so much potential in this group. That's what excites me the most. But again, we need to do things properly, following the processes and play our football all the time. The details and attitude and be together. I think that's what excites me because this group has massive potential.
What you just mentioned about the City Group, I mean, they have a very particular, distinctive style of play as well. So is that the kind of style of play, the high intensity attacking football, that what we can expect from your teams as well, in your Mumbai City team?
Yeah, look. The style will not change. The players like Rostyn knows even from Melbourne. It's very similar way. Obviously, every country it's different, so we have to adjust. Okay, it's different condition than everywhere else, so we have to understand that it's impossible to press 90 minutes. So how we can help the group to maintain the high intensity within the conditions and within the environment. So. As I said before, it's the City way. We believe in it. We know how to bring it to the life. We know the processes. We just have to stick in it and follow it until the end.
Question for you, Rostyn. East Bengal tomorrow, one of the most supported sides in the country. They'll surely have some travelling fans. tomorrow at the Mumbai Football Arena. Are these the kind of games that you look forward to, considering now you have East Bengal and then Mohun Bagan back to back?
Yeah, hopefully they can clean up both Kolkata sides. That'll be nice, wouldn't it? And they can go back home in tears. No, but certainly, I mean, you know, when you play Kerala at home, East Bengal, I can't say ATK anymore, it's Mohun Bagan. You know, they're bringing in an extra crowd, and I've noticed our crowd lifts as well for that. I'm looking forward to the coach to see the Mumbai Football Arena, because it's a really good atmosphere there. You know, even if it's not full, it feels full. The crowd's right amongst you, and our home fans are really, really good at home. And the football we're playing at the moment, I think they're going to be excited. Like I said before, East Bengal, certainly a good team who like to attack as well with their new coach, and we like to attack as well. So it should be hopefully an open game and some goals for us, and hopefully another clean sheet.
Coach, just a question from Rita and from on the call. Are you happy with the squad that you have? You spoke about the potential that this group has, but are you happy with the squad, and especially the Indian contingent, and any particular areas that you may look for reinforcements in, or any sort of changes in the squad?
No, look, we have good squad, you know. So the changes will be only because we have to manage players, and because all players are very good players. So we have to make sure they know they are also value. So this is what's the challenges we have, because on the pitch, unfortunately, can be only 11 players, and on the bench the rest. But again, the potential of this group, it's fantastic. And again, going forward, the improvement in the areas needs to be done, because yes, we had possession against Goa. That's fantastic, but we don't want just possession. We need to be effective. You know, we need to be effective against. We knew the Goa will be hard opponent because they concede only 3 goals. But this is the areas where we will improve. Obviously, with training, again following our processes, and just do our best. It will come. You know.
Rostyn, player of the match performance for you in the last game in an otherwise 0-0 draw. Is that the kind of performance that you will sort of try and take confidence from in this long, quick run of games?
I don't like confidence. That's not really a weakness of. But thanks for bringing it up. No, from my perspective, you know, as a defender, especially in a team like ours, when we attack so much and we try to score goals, you know, often you can go unnoticed, and I'm fine with that, you know. And the more the boys score goals, the easier my job is. But occasionally there's games like the weekend where I have to do a little bit more, or there's a little bit more defending to do, and again, so that's probably how I get noticed, and that's great. But overall, you know, from up, like I say, we're happy with a clean sheet. We didn't get them. That's only the second one this season. We had a few more last season. It's good confidence for everyone in the back four and the goalkeeper. And if we can roll that into what we normally do in attack, you know, then it will be really difficult to beat, especially at home.
You mentioned earlier that Peters has a notable record of working with younger players, especially now that Peters coming to Mumbai City. How are the players sort of adapting to this change, and especially the younger players?
Well, even from my perspective, watching training, I can see a level of intensity that probably wasn't there even a couple of weeks ago, and that's not to say anything poor from what was happening before. I think it's just a fresh coach, and you know, I've been around football for a long time. When you get a new coach come in, they're like fresh eyes on the squad. Everyone gets a sort of a clean slate, and obviously there's going to be players that he knows that have had game time, but everyone gets an opportunity. And you know, Vineet hadn't had too much game time, and he started the last 2 games and has done really well. And that's going to be the same for everyone. So yeah, I think, you know, the coach has had history with a lot of young players before, and he's got some young talented players that I think we'll see more of. I mean, Big Frankie got on the pitch the other day in Bangalore, and I was super happy for him, because he's so good in training. He's working really hard, and I think for this club he'd be a bright future for him.
Just quickly touch upon the Asian Champions League campaign that just got over. Coach, from your perspective, you were at Melbourne City. Looking from a distance, and the campaign that Mumbai City had, is there some lessons that you can take maybe from that, and anything that you have learned about the squad after looking at that campaign?
There's always lessons. Again, for me, it's we analyze the games, and obviously before I come to Mumbai, I watch a couple games, and obviously talk to Des about the team, and there is always lessons. But again, you have to always put in a perspective where we are and where we're heading. Okay, so we become stronger with people who wants to work, you know, the squad, and then we can compete against others even outside of this country. Same in Melbourne, you know, we're going to Champions League in Japan. It's always tougher, okay, but as soon as you have the team together and working in the same direction, it's always easier, you know, to get some results and go further in any competition. So there is a lessons where we have something to do still, you know, but we are on a good pathway to improve. So as I said, every game, every competition, there is a lesson to learn.
And just from a player's perspective, 6 tough games that the team endured, what are the key standouts that you will take personally and as a playing group from that campaign?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because looking back now, I feel like, and it's probably crazy to say, but I almost felt like the second best team in that league. You know, Al Hilal were the top, and then it felt like we were there or thereabouts. We just didn't quite get the results. But what that shows me is it's fine margins. You know, we made a couple of mistakes and the opposition scored, and maybe in the ISL we'd get away with that same situation. And possibly that's why we've got 2 clean sheets off the back of it, because I think the team has realised, okay, we can't make those same mistakes in defence, and we've sort of hopefully eradicated that from our game. And then on the flip side to that, when you get an opportunity, you have to take it. You know, the lack of goals that we scored in the Champions League campaign, you know, that shows that you're not going to get that many chances. But when you do, you need to be clinical in both boxes. And again, if we can play like some of those performances we played in the Champions League, I honestly believe that not many ISL clubs would be able to stop us if we're 100% on our day.
Coach, just looking at the next game, tomorrow's game, you've had one game like we discussed under your belt. Any immediate improvements or any immediate changes that you would like to make from the last game into this game?
Not necessary. Again, I was very happy. I was very happy what I saw. Okay, so but again, there is areas where we need to improve to be more stronger and more in control of every phase of the game. All right, so there is always areas to improve, but overall I was very happy. So I think our way how we will play will be very, very similar what you saw so far. And again, there is areas like we have 2 shots on the goal. We want to score goals. We want to win the game. So this is the area where we want to improve.
So my question, Coach, that you know the West Coast Brigade have came to the airport to give a good welcome. And how's the experience with like West Coast Brigade giving a welcome to not only just you but the Mumbai City FC fans? Like on the next day when you came to Mumbai, so how's the reception for the West Coast Brigade and Mumbai City FC fans in general?
Look, this is why we play football. You know, so I love the fans, and I'm always support the fans as much as I can. You know, not just for me but for the club, for the boys. So and Rostyn can tell you to play with the fans on the stadium, you know, this is why we play football. So I'm always very happy to see them on the stadium and supporting our team. All I want, and this is one of my dreams as well, you know, to have a full stadium, especially home game, you know, so the boys can play and we can do the results and win and enjoy with the Mumbai City fans, you know. So this is why we play football, you know. Yes, we want to play attractive football and win the games, right? But again, if you have empty stadium, it always feels like a friendly match, you know. But how we bring the people on the stadium, it's also us. We need to perform, we need to win, but play good football, attractive, you know. So attractive, what we mean it's the people enjoy it, you know. People enjoy the experience on the stadium. So every time the fans come and even travel, because I know it's hard. Because you know you need to spend money and catch the bus and trains and planes. It's always hard. So we always appreciate every fan what we have. Well, now it's our job to give them back our passion and our energy, you know, and make sure they come to watch us on every game.
Perfect. It's a great note to sign off on. Thank you so much, Coach. Thanks, Rostyn, for joining us today. That'll be the end of this press conference. Thank you everyone for joining in. We'll see you soon ahead of our next game against Mohun Bagan. Thank you.